So today we're here to celebrate 300,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't tell you how amazing it is to finally reach such a tremendous milestone. This is a huge thing for the channel, and I can't tell you guys how grateful I am towards this momentous occasion. Oh, I can hear myself in the background, guys. We're gonna have to mute that. There we go. Otherwise I'll do my head in. Okay, so today I have a bunch of questions to answer from you guys for 300,000 too, which is going to be really exciting. And at the very end, we have a behind the scenes video where we're going to be taking a look behind the MPG headquarters to see what goes into making videos, which is going to be really cool. So let's go on over to My Singing Monsters and get started, I say. Oh, this is going to be right fun. So we've not really done anything like this before, so this is going to be really quite brand new to the channel because we've not answered questions in this format before, so maybe it'll turn out cool. I don't know. My heart is racing because it's the start of the stream. Those first 5 minutes always get me when we're just beginning the stream. It's so nerve-wracking. But after the first 5 minutes, then I'm just like, okay, so we're getting over that stage right now. But let's go straight into the questions then. So, Composing King asks, congrats MPG, my question is, what do you think will happen with Dawn of Fire when the final monsters release? Now, this is a really good one. I love this one. So, what's next for Dawn of Fire, they're basically asking, aren't they? Well, I think what's next for Dawn of Fire is certainly related to Amber Island, first of all. So, Amber Island is an integral part of Dawn of Fire's future now, I do think. Everything that we see inside of Dawn of Fire's also going to be on Amber Island. Now, going by the upcoming waves that we do have, though, I think it's honestly going to be the case that we might not see future fire elementals that haven't released in Dawn of Fire when Amber Island does reach its eventual conclusion. Maybe they might prolong it and just release them over the course of time, because they did go over how Pong Ping was supposed to be quite special, so maybe that's the case. That's a very long-winded answer to your question, but what's next? That's a big one. For Dawn of Fire, it's very hard. It feels wrong, doesn't it, to have My Singing Monsters on screen now instead of Dawn of Fire. But if I were to guess what's next for Dawn of Fire, I'd probably say just adding in old things that haven't released inside of Dawn of Fire. There's a bunch of stuff in there. They've added the crystals back. We need the other stuff. Bring it on. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, right, let's go on to our next question then now. Well, why do I like Peckidna? This is a good one. Let's get Peckidna on the screen right now. I'm really enjoying answering these, actually. I've only answered one so far, but you guys submitted a load, so we're going to have a fun time today. Well, Peckidna, as you guys probably do know, is my favourite monster. So that's why this guy is asking me, why do I like Peckidna? Well, the answer why I like Peckidna so much is just because of the design. I don't know what it is, but people have brought it up in the past. Add a monster with birds on its back, sorry, and I'm just there. That's probably why I'm really a big fan of birds, apparently, or monsters, so... I'm also a really big fan of when Peckidna first surprised me. It's just the design. I love it so much. My car is named Pex after Peckidna. That's when you know you love Peckidna that much. So, that's how much I love Peckidna. That's the answer to that one. Why has your YouTube profile picture always been Tapricorn? It has always been Tapricorn, but in the good old days, it used to be Keldeo, the Pokemon, when I was MSMPokeGamer, and I did Pokemon videos too, which was a real long time ago, actually. People, if you actually have been around since the beginning, which probably maybe one person has inside of this stream, I used to do Pokemon videos, Lego videos on this channel, a load of kids stuff, when I was a little baby MPG. Even smaller than that picture what I put on inside of my latest Furcorn's Jelly Dreams cancelled video. Seriously. So, as for why it has been Tapricorn though, I would say because it's just because of how much Tapricorn means to me. Tapricorn is a really big monster for the game to me, because Tapricorn marks the moment when we got the Magical Islands too. So honestly, if it had to be any monster, it has to be Tapricorn. It's my second favourite monster. Yeah, I'm out there, I'm saying it, it's my second favourite monster, Tapricorn. So it just has to be Tapricorn. Plus, we need to go back to the good old days when Magical Island were releasing, because we missed that kind of stuff. What's his next question? Let's go. Hey MSMPokeGamer, what do you use to record your videos? Can you make a joke about my profile picture? Gajoob, you tash. It looks like a rash. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah. We're not doing island reviews today, no. I saw someone put that inside of the live chat. We're not doing them today. I feel a little bit bad because I've not looked at the chat quite yet. But the chat is going very fast, so it's honestly quite hard to look at it. But we've got Idiotic Katya, who's in the chat, putting ha ha ha. We've got, like, Sans inside of the chat and stuff, too. Hashtag Sans. For what I record my videos on, you'll have to wait for the behind-the-scenes video at the very end. I'll go over it a little bit there, but you can also look on my website, too, in the About section. You can do it there. Do you play a lot of My Singing Monsters? Oh, this is a good one. So, if I play My Singing Monsters a lot then, I'm actually going to go on over to Steam right now. Because if I put up... Oh wait, we're not loaded up. But if I go on over to Steam, I can show you guys how much I've played Steam. Now, I've only been playing Steam for a year, keep in mind. And I've been playing the original game. Oh, Bulgaria. Oh no, I don't know how to pronounce it. Bugriga donated in Super Chat. Oh, thank you so much. Oh. As for how much I have actually played, this is only a year's total, and this doesn't even include mobile. I'm sure if we include mobile in there, it's probably well over in the thousands somewhere, which is crazy. But really cool. I love My Singing Monsters so much. It's my favourite game ever. So there you go. Let's have a look in Steam right now. Go on over. Here we go. The lo and behold Windows screen of MPG. You can see exactly what's going on here. And Steam won't load. Here we go. 655.8 hours. What the? Some of that is my sister playing too. Sometimes she'll do my game for me, so it's not all me there, but that's a good presumption over a year, and that doesn't even include mobile, so honestly, who even knows? Well over in the thousands somewhere though, which is crazy. Right, for only a year too, which I don't even know at this point. Right, questions. Where's those questions gone, guys? We'll have to wait for them to load back up. Can also the chat tell me what Snatcher is? What? Why is it? Why does everyone keep spamming it inside of the chat? It's confusing me. Alright, here we go. We got to go back to the original question though. Let me have a look here. Right. We've got to go forward a little bit. Here we go. Do you still dislike Spurrit? Now when I saw this question, I thought, oh my god, this is controversial right now. But we're gonna answer it. Spurrit is probably the only monster in the past few years which I have actually took a dislike into. Oh! Logic Smash Fan 2021. Oh, thank you! Yes, pray for Ukraine as well, certainly indeed. Thank you for the super chat. So, for Spurrit, the first one we disliked in years. What do I think about it now? We've had time to dissect it. Zombie Perk as well. What country am I currently in? Well, actually, I've just come back from traveling around Italy, but I am currently at home now in the UK. So yeah, I took you guys along on my trip too around Italy. I remember when we did Pong Ping's videos and stuff. It was absolutely crazy recording videos away. It was so cool. I loved going backpacking. Really cool stuff. I do actually still dislike Spurrit. Now, my reasoning behind disliking Spurrit doesn't necessarily just come from its sound. It actually prevails not just from its sound, but also from a lore perspective. Spurrit introduced a lot of factors which actually goes against things that we've known in the past, like with Spurrit apparently being human and things, and it's just a very weird concept. Sure, they've elaborated on it, but it goes against certain things inside of the law, and I think it was just one step too far for the game, maybe. I don't know, maybe it's just me not liking it, but that's my answer towards that one, so there you go. Is the ocean a soup? I could not resist this one. This is such a meme right here, so I had to put this one on. Is the ocean a soup? Well, if we go to Water Island, I think this is a good place to start. The living ocean in the monster world. Let's put his Global Lagoon skin on right now. Here we go. Look at this right now. This is soup. Now allow me to elaborate. Inside of this soup, we have the glubbers down here. The glubbers are a part of the soup. There's the answer to the question. Right, next one. Oh, Nippon! Oh, Nippon! Yo! You should try out this cool game called My Singing Monsters. What is this game? What is he on about? Oh, thank you for donating it inside of the other one as well. I really do appreciate that. YouTube takes like 50%, which is insane on Super Chats. Sans, congrats on hitting 300,000. I have never been... Oh, I have been watching... I have never been... You've never been watching me, Sans. Since... Let's have a look here. I joined the MSM community in May of 2019. Please never stop. Oh, I am never going anywhere. This game, it's prevailed through time. It is my go-to game. I love this game so much. I ain't going anywhere. My current opinion on Seasonal Shanty, I can actually talk about it a bit now. So, inside of Discovery videos, obviously, we're going into the new sounds and things. But as for my general overview of Seasonal Shanty, I've been a bit hesitant to discuss it because there's always new monsters releasing and you can never go, oh, it's one way or another because the next monster might change it. But with one monster left, you know what? I'm probably going to discuss about it inside of my Discovery video next, but just for right now, I'm probably going to say Seasonal Shanty is probably one of my least favourite islands. I know this is going to cause a lot of controversy, but there's a lot of islands inside of the game and they're all good in their own unique ways, so... but for Seasonal Shanty, there's a lot of vocalists on there, obviously, because going into the Seasonal Shanty, there was just so many vocalists, and therefore they had to introduce a lot of instrumentalists, and they have capped it off a bit with Spurrit and Monculus, but the song just doesn't feel and flow as natural as, like, Magical Sanctum and whatnot. So yeah, over Amber Island and Seasonal Shanty, I'm definitely going with Amber Island. That's where it's at for me. But I do get what Seasonal Shanty is doing, and I'm really excited to see the monsters come over to other islands as well in the future, which is going to be real cool. Let's go to his next question then. Here we go. What is your biggest inspiration? Oh, this is a good question. Now, my inspirations have changed throughout time. A big one when I was first starting out was Diane Delsig. Diane Delsig was and is a My Singing Monsters YouTuber, is absolutely so lovely. They were my inspiration for actually starting out on YouTube. My passion for the game is another inspiration, I guess. Oh, Bug Rigger again. Who do you think will come in with 7? Oh, that is a good question. One which I'm not prepared to answer on stream, but we do know that we've got 2 returning new monsters from Dawn of Fire coming over. So I'll just say that, but that's a really hard question for me to predict without thinking about it a bit on the stream. But 2 new ones, and I'm hoping for Tiawa. My inspiration right now, though, it's honestly just, it's not necessarily an inspiration, but it's just because of how much I love the game overall and how much joy it brings me. It honestly brings me so much joy that you can see inside of my videos, and you probably can see now, and I just love doing what I do, so I wouldn't change it for the world, and just getting to see and explore My Singing Monsters with you guys is just everything that I could want and more, because it's an amazing game. So, yeah, I guess my inspiration is my own inspiration. There you go. Next question. If you were to change 3 things in My Singing Monsters, what would it be and why? Oh, it's Susan! Elias! Elias is already a member, I don't know what that's on about. But thank you, Elias. And maybe you've just renewed? Hi, Elias, anyway, I hope you're doing well. If it was to change 3 things, first thing that I'd do It's changed the paths. The paths need to be changed. We need a system so we can just place his paths all across the island. That's the first thing that I changed. And then it also changed the currency icons because I'm colorblind. I always say I'm a little bit colorblind, but then my sister has to go at me and says, you're either colorblind or you're not colorblind. So I'm colorblind. Just for my sister. Not a bit. But seeing as I'm colorblind, I can't actually see the currency icons when I'm going on Wublin Island and stuff. So it makes it really hard for me right now, knowing what I'm getting and stuff. So I would change that, and then my next change would actually be related to Tribal Island. I think with Tribal Island feeding monsters, there should be a scroller bar where you can just straight away scroll up. It's saying Nathan's become on as well. Wow, I've been a member for 1 year, 8 months, and 25 days. Oh, wow. That's a right long time, Nathan. Thank you. A slider so you can just level up monsters straight away, as it's just a hassle pressing that button. Honestly, why not with the feeding as well? Just have a slider there. That'd make it so much easier. These are optimizations they could make. We need to see them in game. It'd make it so much better. Is the lore journals coming back? No, I really like this one. We need to, well, what's a good lore monster right now? Let's go to Enchantling. Gotta love Enchantling. Yes, doubled up. I'm not sure about getting the double elements monsters again. I'm not up for that right now. I'm hesitating. I'm figuring out stuff right now. I'm thinking to just keep the regulars for now. But yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of journals coming back. Oh, zombie perk! Yeah, yatta ya! Yes! Peckidna! The lore journals will be coming back. It'll be coming back very soon, towards the end of the year, and you're going to be seeing more theories than usual, and it's not going to be quite like it was before, so stay tuned. More lore journals is on the way. We can't say much more than that right now. Which island besides Bone is your favourite? We're on it right now. Magical Sanctum and Bone Island. Those two, those are the pride and joys of my Singing Monsters islands for me. Opinions on Mighty and Croc Sticks. Snowman asked. I don't know. I've not heard of these. I've seen a picture of Croc Sticks, is it? I've seen a picture of it. But I can't remember it. There you go. I remember it was a crocodile with sticks, but other than that I can't really remember, so I can't really comment, but there you go. Nathan, throughout your time playing My Singing Monsters, have you ever been bored of the game or bored of doing YouTube? This is a good one. Yeah, there has been a few times where, yeah, it has gone a bit. I wouldn't necessarily say bored, because I never really get bored of the game. That's something that I've really noticed. If you look at my Switch or whatever, I'll get bored of whatever it is. But for this, the songs are so catchy. I love seeing what's coming next and seeing it with you guys. So I never get bored of it. But a time where I do need to take a break is definitely after new monsters do release. I actually do discuss this in the behind the scenes too. If I ever go away after like a new monster's come out for a little bit, like, that is because I'm probably a little burned out from the day before, because I edit it together, I do the thumbnails, I do the editing, do the recording, do the scripting, I do everything. So everything you guys see I do, so it does take quite a bit, so I guess we need breaks in between. But never bored. Next. Are we going? I don't think his questions are scrolling. There we go. Have you ever watched Dawko? I'm asking because I get similar vibes on my channel. What does this mean? You see, I don't understand what this means because I've not seen Dawko before. Can we get Safari up right now? Yes, we can. Let's move this up a bit and check out who this Dawko guy is, because I don't know who they are. There we go. And move it a little bit that way. Honestly, streams can be a hassle, can't they? Let's have a look. You guys are going to see my search history again. Hope there's nothing embarrassing in there. Let's have a look. Who was it? Dawko. Is it a Five Nights at Freddy's YouTuber? Well, honestly, no. I've never seen this guy. I don't know who they are. But if like them and they're cool, then that's a good thing, I take it. So there you go. Next question. The questions have reloaded back up, so we don't have to go from the start again. Woohoo! What are your other favourite monsters? Well, everyone knows my favourite monsters, guys. My favourite monsters are definitely Woolabee, Tapricorn, G'day, and Peckidna. In the order though, first Peckidna, second Tapricorn, third G'day, then fourth, and last but not least, Woolabee. But as for my other ones, seeing as though everyone always knows that, I guess I really like Pulsona. Oh, Hippity Hop. Really like Hippity Hop. Hop, hop, hop with a Hippity Hop. Yeah. Next one. How would you react if Peckidna was on another island? Ooh, if Peckidna came to another island, I would freak. Peckidna is my favourite monster, so if it ever did happen, I wouldn't even know how to react. I'd collapse, probably. I'd do something crazy. Do I like Stranger Things? If so, what do you think of Season 4 and what is your favourite season, Nathan asks. Yes, I do like Stranger Things. Favourite season? Season 4. My sister can back me up on this one. Love Season 4. We both... No, not Season 4. Season 3. Season 3 is my favourite. Love Season 3. I like the happy vibes to it. It's a lot more of an enjoyable season to me, so yeah. And I really liked the song at the end as well, Never Ending Story, so there you go. I remember we had a composer video dedicated to that as well. Season 4 blew my expectations away. I was expecting more people to go away. We'll say that, but I won't say the explicit word. Dawko is British and very sweet, so I guess that's the resemblance, says Bridgam. Oh, okay, yeah, that certainly makes sense then. Thank you for the clarification there. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense then. I saw a lot of Americans for the first time on my recent trip while I was backpacking away, so that was really cool. I was like, am I going to see a fan? But no, I didn't see a fan. It was really cool though. I wonder if I'd see if any of you ever came to America, but up to now we're not seeing one. So there you go. A bit weird probably, but I think if I did go over to America, it'd make me a lot more likely to see one. My friend has seen a fan of mine before though, so there's that. What's your favourite musical instrument? Definitely the piano. Love the piano. Love Steven Universe's Pearl. Love that. So yeah, it's got to be that. We like Quibble. Gotta go with that one. What's your least favourite and most favourite Wublin? Oh, we gotta go to Wublin. I am well prepared for this actually, because on Wublin Island right now I have seated every single Wublin now. Look at this. No more Zin form on mobile. This has been one of my goals in life. You know? Because I just don't like having the Zin form. It takes away from Wublin Island. Look at that as well. Keeping his diamonds up there. But all thanks to Steam this. This is what happens when you have a second account, guys. You can have a Wublin Island that works. But most favourite Wublin would have to be Bon Appetit. I really like Bon Appetit. Symbiotic relationship goals right there. And least favourite definitely is Mulch. I don't like their sound. It's one of my least favourite monsters actually. So there you go. Now I'm actually going to go off of Wublin Island, because Wublin Island is quite loud, so you guys might not be able to hear me. So there we go. What would you want Epic Woolabee to look like? Candy. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Give me candy. I want a candy Woolabee. I don't know why. Just give me a candy Woolabee. Oh, I'd really like a cloud Tapricorn too, for red Tapricorn. Really cloud-like unicorn. Like unicorns normally are. Go down that route. I'd really like that. What are your thoughts on Amber Island? Also love your content now. I don't really want to say because I feel like it's kind of bad when I comment on islands when they're incomplete. But for my thoughts on Amber Island right now, I'd probably definitely say there's a long way to go. I think there's lots of verses that are feeling quite blank right now. Like right now what's playing, there's not a lot going on. So hopefully it manages to fix itself over time and we see these verses come together. And I'm really hoping that we see some more epic transitions too, because the verses are all very different. So if we can get some more Krillby action, I'm really down for that. Because Krillby's transition from the beat pop into the regular verses afterwards is lit. So we need more like that, I do think, for Amber Island to feel a bit more complete. What am I seeing? Monsters? Oh, Mistis, my sister right here. Would you remove and put on an island? And why do you sing in the shower? My love, how dare you bring this up on my stream? Molly! Right, she's watching right now. I know you're watching. This is a question you shouldn't ask me live, my love, but... I sing in the shower to Pulsona and Stuart and stuff. You're making me embarrassed now, Molly. But, I guess I just... Everyone sings in the shower, right, guys? Back me up in the comments. I don't know what to say to this. There's something... Oh, this could be transition again. Love it. What Mighty Monsters would I remove? The dipsters. I don't like them. Get rid of the dipsters. I can say with honesty, I hate the dipsters. I'm sorry to every dipster lover out there. Every monster has the haters and the lovers. But for me, the dipsters is a no. That's the answer to that one. What's your most anticipated rare magical besides Peckidna and Tapricorn? This is an easy answer. Enchantling, and I don't feel like it even needs an explanation. What games do you like to play when you aren't playing Mighty Monsters? Do you play Minecraft or anything else? Ooh, this is a good question. I like this question. So, Mighty Monsters is definitely my go-to game. I don't really play... Well, I do play lots of other games, but I don't play any game anywhere near as much as My Singing Monsters. My Singing Monsters has literally took over my life, so that's the answer to that one. But I suppose we could go on the Switch for a little bit so I can show you guys my library. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Oh, look, I have the snazzy Switch working here, so you guys can see some games I've been playing. I really like pixel art games. We've got Eastward here, Everhood, really like that. I'm playing I can Fell at the moment. I'm like an hour into that. So yeah, I really love Everhood though. That's one which I really love in Eastward. Yeah. My Singing Monsters Playground 2 is only at the front because I've just downloaded it. I've never played that in my life on my Switch, so there you go. I downloaded it for the stream in case we needed it for something. So yeah. Next question then. When's the final seasonal come into seasonal Shanty when SummerSong ends? How do you have a Discord server? No, used to, but it got a bit out of hand and I didn't really enjoy moderating, so it went away. Free, how long have you been playing My Singing Monsters? I've been playing ever since the beginning of 2013, which is a really long time when Wubbox wasn't even a thing anymore. Do you think My Singing Monsters can go mainstream? For years it has been under the radar, but not glossed over to the point where it will be shut down. It stood the test of time and got better in everything that it does. Trailers, islands, music and such. I wouldn't say My Singing Monsters is under the radar. That's definitely the wrong terminology, I definitely think right now. My Singing Monsters is actually more popular than ever right now. When Epic Wubbox came out on Air Island, the support ticket team couldn't keep up with the support tickets because it grew that much inside of that time. If you look at Google Trends and stuff and look at the things, Steam has just skyrocketed. Honestly, My Singing Monsters is bigger than ever right now, so I don't think it's under the radar right now, but to make it go even more mainstream, I think those Singing Monsters would have been the correct approach. And I do have a lot to say on that, but that's for another video, because we have lots of opinions on that. Yeah. Oh, those Singing Monsters. Why? Right, very basic one. But how did you get into the My Singing Monsters community? Also, have you or will you ever make videos on other games? Now, I have another channel called MPG Plays, where I play other games besides My Singing Monsters. I've not uploaded to that in a very long time, though. I think it's been like a year, so you can go and check that out. It's in the link in the description, so that's pretty cool if you want to go and check that out. As for how I got into the My Singing Monsters community, though, it's actually quite an interesting story. So, it started out when I was in school, probably revealing quite a bit there about myself, but when I was very little, like, really young, we'll say, group of friends told me about this really cool game. I downloaded it. Pretty much all my friends inside of my class had My Singing Monsters at that time. And I just started playing it, and I just couldn't stop. And everyone was like, at school, like, how do you have the Wubbox and everything? And I was like, I don't know, I just keep playing. I remember Wubbox was like a brand new thing and I had it on Plant Island and everyone just didn't quite understand that. If you go on my Instagram, you can see old pictures of my Plant Island when I first got Epic Wubbox. That wasn't a thing back then, in 2013. Really cool moment right there. And yeah, it was actually quite an interesting ride at school. Lots of people, well, everyone. No, that's like everyone knew about what I do online at school, which is probably something you've not heard me talk about before, but there you go, everyone knew. It wasn't under the radar, so everyone questioned me about it. I was the kid who had the channel, and everyone would point it out on the corridors and stuff. There you go. A bit like a Tommy in it situation, I guess. Everyone knew, and I'm not, even the teachers. I once had a teacher ask me, how much money do you make? That's how far it got. That's how far it got. So, anyway, it was my science teacher. Do you think we could get a monster with the natural quint maybe for anniversary month? Oh, hot opinion right here, but I don't want that for anniversary month. And ooh, you see, I think it's very controversial talking about Mimic coming into the original game because Mimic does not make sense for Amber Island. If they bring Mimic to Amber Island, it doesn't make sense lore-wise and just on the foundation what they've sent Amber Island on. So I think I'm actually a bit against Mimic coming into the original game unless it's done the right way. I don't think I'd actually like to see another all-natural island now with all the voice actors having left and us getting new monsters. New monsters is where it's at, and it's such a fabulous journey when we get them, and taking away from that potentially with an island just for Mimic, I don't know if I'd like that. I'm not sure. I feel like they've upped the game now a lot with these new monsters and stuff, so I'd prefer other things, but regardless, I'd love it anyway, I know, so not the thing that I'd probably want, but certainly an interesting proposition right there. Oh, MSN content, hi! Congrats on 300,000. My question is, do you think Big Blue Bubble will ever update My Sea Monsters Playground? We should have put up the Switch for this one, shouldn't we? But no, I don't actually think we're ever going to see My Sea Monsters Playground get updated, ever. I think that game is done for now. I don't think we're going to see an update for it. It didn't do that well in terms of sales. It didn't have longevity in terms of being a game title like Mighty New Monsters does. There's not an opportunity really to add an update which is going to drive that either. It's not going to drive sales, it's not going to really do anything, and even for me, I can't imagine going back to Playground after playing it inside of that video, so I think it would be a loss for Big Blue Bubble to put the time into that, especially with 10th anniversary coming up and all the Mighty Monsters updates they could do. Honestly, I don't think that's what I'd like personally, but it's certainly an interesting proposition. And going back to the actual conversation of whether we will get an update, I just don't think it's in Big Blue Bubble's best interest right now, especially with Dawn of Fire, especially like having a more core player base and not even updating that. I think that's the last thing on their mind right now. Question, which island were you the most excited for? Oh, well, in all of my island reactions, I am always so excited for whatever's going to be coming next, but Magical Sanctum. It's got to be Magical Sanctum. Sanctum, it was so cool. You never knew what to expect, and the song is so good for Sanctum. Definitely the best one we've had since Bone. Oh, Nathan! My Singing Monsters Playground would have been so much better if it had online multiplayer. Yes, I was a big driver for that, especially inside of my Easter egg videos. I remember specifically talking about how this game doesn't have multiplayer. What is going on? Like, that is honestly what would have drive the game further. Like, if multiplayer was a thing in Playground, that would have increased sales and the longevity, because people would have actually have wanted to play with friends, and that would have increased sales. Just saying, Big Blue Bubble, that was a bit of a loss right there. I tried to play the remote play function on Steam. You can actually try and do it online, but it doesn't actually work for Playground. I don't know whether that was just me. Yeah, I think it's called... Is it remote play? But there is a way to do co-op through the game, through Steam itself. I don't know, but it doesn't work anyway, so there you go. I love garlic bread. Yes! Going back to Epic Grumfire RG. Let's have a look. RG, oh goodness. I don't know why we said that. Right, let's have a look here. Where's the big Rumpire? Well, we have a bunch. All ready for Emerald Island. Yeah. Here we go. The massive quote yet. Bright lights and garlic bread. That's it. How did I find out about My Singing Monsters? Well, I've answered that with talking about how my friends were playing it, and I discovered it that way and just couldn't stop. I did take a bit of a break from My Singing Monsters, actually, I remember. Once, I took a break for about 2 months and never came back. For 2 months, I never played. Played ever since. It was in about 2015 when no content was releasing and it was just like drip. That was seriously. When the rares released, that was a time right there. No, wait, no, not the rares, the epics, that was it. Was it the rares or was it the epics? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember right now. It's stream time, it's hard to think right now. So yeah. Would you ever volunteer to voice an official monster? Of course I would. You know I would. I would love to voice an official monster. Is it in the means? Would it be possible? Probably not. I really love the studio that makes the monsters themselves though, and if it was a choice between me doing one and then the actual voice actors doing one, I would choose an actual voice actor. Or if I could even get a fan to do it and they wanted to do it and they were really into it, I'd choose them as well, because I'd want to see the game succeed, and I don't know whether I'd be able to do it that well, to be honest. So there's your answer to that one. What are your biggest hopes for My Singing Monsters 10th anniversary? Oh, this is a big one. Oh, you're asking me about stuff right here I'm probably saving my opinions about for a video, to be honest. Just being open and honest right here. But in general, I honestly don't expect too much out of anniversary. I know it's the 10th anniversary and everyone's like, oh, everything's gonna come, everything's gonna be huge, blah, 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 blah. But we have so much going on in game right now. And there's a lot of buzz going around with Amber Island. It just doesn't feel like something that's quite as necessary. I don't know. Maybe we're going to see the next thing. Seasonal Shanty will have ended by that point. So it's certainly out in the open. But I don't know. I just don't see it being that big. We know about so much stuff that's going to be coming. We know about decorations, costumes. We just know so much already. And there's so much Amber Island. It just doesn't feel like there's that much needed, so I think it's a bit of a controversial opinion for sure, but honestly I don't see that big of a thing coming. But if I had to say my biggest hope, you guys know, is Colossal Island, because Colossal Island, you guys have watched my video on that, you've probably seen how excited I'd be about that. And for Constellar Dreams, bring it back, we all want it, they know we want it, we need it. So yeah. That's my 2 biggest things that I'd ever want from the game, by the way, so that's always going to be on my top list for anniversary month. Do you think Quints will get added in Natural Islands? And what would be your reaction if they did? Not something that I'd want, particularly. The Natural Islands already have a really cool song, and adding any more monsters would make it way too big of an island. I think Epic Wubbox is, honestly, at this point, along with the Mythicals, enough. We don't need any more, so I wouldn't be up for that. I'm really enjoying all of the new islands they're throwing at us, and I really want something like Sanctum again. I really want that. So, get on that, big blue ball. What's your least favourite monster design and least favourite monster sound? I really like the username, by the way. Blah blah. And the profile picture. It can be from Dawn of Fire and My Singing Monsters. Least favourite monster sound? It's the dipsters. I don't like the dipsters. I don't like them. We got to get the dipster love in the chat because I'm throwing too much shade at them. Type hashtag dipster love or something in the chat. We got to show to the dipsters some love. You've got to contradict my opinions here so we can balance it out so dipster fans aren't too swayed by my opinions today. But dipsters, but in terms of just least favourite, oh, it's monsters that don't fit into the song. The ones that you hear and you think, those just don't fit. That goes for the Wublins after Blipsqueak. But, no, those sounds aren't bad, but Wublin Island just got... It went past what was planned at that point, is what we're trying to say. Not for the Wublins, that doesn't count. That's what I'm trying to say in the statement that I just made. But, Least favourite. This is a hard question right here, but... I'd probably go with Wordos and Cold Island, Gobblegod, Fire Islands. Yeah, that's it. That's for least favourite monster sounds. And design has to be Jamboree. I don't know, I've just always seen Jamboree and it just doesn't even look like a monster to me. I didn't even think it was a monster when I first saw it, so there you go. Next one. If I were to redesign a monster, who would it be? Why do you dislike their current design? Well, this fits perfectly into this question, what we just had last, doesn't it? Jamboree. I dislike the design because it just doesn't fit in. I don't know, it just doesn't look like a monster to me. It just doesn't. It's something about it. And what would it look like? That's a hard question. I'd still have the cake theme on it, but I'd have more movable limbs and make it look less static, because it just kind of goes... I don't know how else to explain it. What's your favourite Pokemon and why? It's Keldeo. I love Keldeo. I have fond memories of playing them in black and white, and I remember fondly the days when I actually had videos up on this YouTube channel dedicated to Keldeo. As well when I was a kid. If I weren't doing My Singing Monsters content, sorry. By the way, excellent work you do. I love the ideas of the lore journals. Can't wait for more episodes. I can't wait to make them either. What type of content would you do? I would do probably Pokemon. That's probably where I would be at right now. I probably would be doing Pokemon content. I think you've literally called out what I would be doing. It's MSMPokeGamer now. I stuck to the original name that I chose. I go by MPG now though, so it's a part of the past, but yeah. Congrats! Oh, thank you, Cotomint. I wonder though, can you give thoughts on, to me, the forgotten few? Clamble, Dromedary, and Plinkaju. This is a good question. They've brought up monsters which I actually do think don't get talked about enough. Now, out of these three, Dromedary is the one where I'm like, why does no one really talk about this one? Dromedary adds so much, and I think it's going to do phenomenal work for Amber Island overall. It's going to be really exciting to see it come along. And, oh, Nathan, do you have any member vlogs or MPG plays videos? No, I don't right now, Nathan, but I do need to get on a member vlog because I've not done one of those in a while. We'll do one in the summer. We'll do one over the next month. That's a promise right there, Nathan. MPG plays. If a new game comes out, which I'm excited to play or something like that, maybe I might make one. I don't know. Maybe I might make one soon. We'll see. We'll see. It's been a while. It's been a year since the last one. I actually did check. So, it's definitely about time. Cameron Ross, how would you feel if the old monsters got new and improved designs for Anniversary Month? I wouldn't actually like this. I think the original monsters are really cool in their own ways and don't need the redesign whatsoever. It fits the My Singing Monsters style, and I think it'd be a bit of a waste of time for the development team. Oh, the churros! Happy 300k MPG. Oh, thank you! Oh, the churros makes my intros and outros. Shout outs to the churros in the chat, guys. Gotta shout them out. All of the Amber Island ones you see, all of the SummerSong ones, they're all by them. And then the music is made by the Monster Explorers. So shout out them inside of the chat, hype them up. How would you feel though? I would feel bad because I'd feel bad for the development team having to do something that isn't really, it's not necessary. So there you go. But, you see, with this question though, I think it would be cool to see animations, new ones for these old monsters, because their animation skills on the other hand have improved, and we've seen that with all of the epics. If we have a look at Epic Punkleton over here, look at this animation compared to the rest. Look at Epic Ghast using its old Ghast animation, then Epic Punkleton's like super like good animation style. Yeah, we definitely could maybe see that, but still a waste of time. Just focus on the new stuff, I say. Please be honest. This is one that I am rather interested in answering. Are most of your reactions genuine? Oh, goodness. Now, I actually did want my sister to come in to answer this because this is quite a hard one to answer by myself, but they're 100% genuine, and I always get this question and I'm always like, why do people think they're not genuine? I don't know. I always, as soon as a new monster comes out, I sit down in front of the camera and record my reaction to it. Seeing as though My Singing Monsters always means so much to me, and seeing these songs, and seeing as though I love My Singing Monsters so much, I can often get really hyped up about it, but yeah, they're always 100% genuine. My sister summarized it as saying, I'm just a very happy person in real life. She said, and she doesn't understand it herself. So that was my sister's answer when I was going through this question with her. So there you go. Here is my, actually going back to this question though. I don't understand why, oh, my sister's here. Wait, Molly, I'll turn the camera off. Come in, you can come to the microphone, otherwise I won't hear you. My sister's here, guys. She's here to answer your question. Come to the microphone, my love. Answer the question, because I'm struggling to answer this one. What's the chat being like? Aww. Go on, love. Answer the question.
So, he's just a very happy guy.
Molly Breakthrough. Kira's put Molly Breakthrough right now.
Hi.
Molly doesn't want to show her face, guys, so we're not having Molly on. But Molly's actually been in a new video soon, aren't you, Molly?
I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can't reveal this video, remember, though. It's a secret for now, guys, but it's part of the 300,000 celebration.
He's just a very happy guy.
There we go. Molly Breakthrough. Why is everyone playing Molly Breakthrough? Molly was like, let me in. Okay, Molly, I'm gonna put the camera back on now. Oh, very wholesome moment. Molly, tell me, what do I do when a new monster comes out? I go in lockdown, don't I, Molly, in my room?
Yeah, you don't.
How long am I up at night, Molly, when a new monster comes out? You heard it here first, guys!
I tried to say to him, take a break. He doesn't take a break.
Yeah, I just want to edit the video and say that because it brings me that much joy. I don't know.
I cannot express how happy I was. But no, you had to make a video of some songs.
Aww. I'm surprised no one's put in a question for you. I don't know.
Also, talking about Keldeo, you have a push.
It's over here.
Get Keldeo.
I'll show them when you've left.
There was a question of, do you play any of the music type games?
Oh. Well, we like Everhood. Oh, me and my sister are playing Stardew Valley later as well, aren't we? We like that music. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera on now.
They're asking me questions now.
You can answer them inside of the chat. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Right, we can put his camera back on now, guys. There we go. This is my plush that my sister was on about. There you go. Next question. Here is my question. Will there be epic Wubboxes on the islands of magic? I think they mean the magical islands in this, of course, don't they? So, I definitely think seeing something like that is impossible because Wubbox just isn't a thing on those islands right now. But never say never, and it'd be interesting, so we'll see. But I definitely have some thoughts on that, but I want to save it for now. So we'll move on. I really hope this makes it. You've made it, Cartel. You've made it. Well done. Do you think Monculus is a legend? I think so. Yes, legend Monculus. There we go. We love Monculus. EJ, What do you think, when do you think Mimic will come to Dawn of Fire? Now, with Mimic, I've actually talked about this inside of the top 5 returning scrap monsters video that I originally did. It was about a week ago now. My response was Mimic is actually probably going to be the very last monster that comes to Dawn of Fire. That's my prediction anyway. Well, not the last one, but the last of the fire elementals, if they do make more, which is a topic in itself, but we'll see. We'll see was definitely pronounced a bit weird. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Let's go. Norris Cole, what is your favourite prismatic monster, and who is your favourite and least favourite Wublin? Well, we've answered the Wublin one, but for the prismatic ones, Prismatic Noggin is definitely my favourite. I love all of the different elements inside of the little jaws and the little symbols as well on top of the jaws. A really cool one. Probably not going to be able to top that one for me, but we'll see. We still have Prismatic Woolabee left, so maybe we could do something there. Keep up the amazing work for My Singing Monsters and its community. Oh, thank you, MSM Toast. My question to you is this. If you found yourself in a dangerous situation with Woolabee, Tapricorn and Peckidna, and you were only able to save one of them, which one would you save? I'd have to go with Peckidna. Peckidna's my favourite one, and I'd really want it as like a little pet too. It'd go in order of my favourites though. So yeah. Grum, thank you for all of the work you've done for the community. Oh, thank you guys so much. You're so kind. And congrats on 300k. My question, what's the best element or elemental combo in your opinion? The most coolest one to date has to be Enchantling. Seeing all of the elements come together for the Magicals was a really cool moment, and I feel like that was the most epic thing. Honestly, Enchantling was the most epic thing ever inside of the game for me, so there you go. If I could make an island that would be in the official My Singing Monsters game, what would it be called and what elements would it have? Elements that aren't canon count. Oh, this is a really good question. One that you guys probably know the answer for. I'd go with a Colossal Island. I'm really wanting to see the Colossal Spirits inside of the game. If we can see them come inside of the game, I wouldn't even know what to do. I think that would be my craziest reaction yet, so hopefully we see it one day. It's my most wanted thing inside of the game alongside Furcorn's Jelly Dreams, and I really do hope it happens, but other than that, I'd just like to see something akin to a new class come along. Something tied to the lore. Just keep doing these lore themes and elaborating and establishing the lore further and expanding on it with the monsters. I would really like that. Congratulations on 300. Oh, thank you, Street A. If I had my own monster, what would it look like and what would its sound be? Question I've got to think about here. For what I'd make it look like, though, I think I'd actually want a dragon monster. We've got dragons, we've got Carolong, we've got winged ones like Flute Fly, but I want to see a full-on dragon. I always say this for like cool monsters, but Wubbox style dragon monster. Picture it. You got a cool monster there. For its sound, I'd probably have it. Well, they've been really experimental with the sounds recently, so maybe tying it into an elemental power which this dragon has, maybe would be a really cool one. Probably really too much for the game to handle there, but there you go. Thank you, Green. What is your least favourite Magical Sanctum monster? Oh, this is a hard one. I love them all. How dare you make me choose? But if I had to choose, I would certainly choose... I already have it worked out in my head. I'm just hesitant to say it because I love the Sanctum that much. I'd choose Deja Jin. I think Deja Jin came out... Mammoth Bomb Bomb. Hi Mammoth, thank you for the donation. Thank you for donating it, not through the super chat as well. Deja Jin just... They had they add to the song, but they don't contribute as much as others, and I think it's my least favourite design on the Sanctum, so it has to go to them. Do you want Furcon Shelly Dreams to return during anniversary month? How is this even a question right here? Oh, of course I want it to return. I want it to return more than anything, and it would be really cool if it did. I don't think it's in Big Blue Bubble's best interest. I don't think it really do much compared to a new update, and I think that they should invest the time in new updates rather than Furcon Shelly Dreams, to be honest. Even though it's like my most wanted, one of my most wanted things, it's just kind of a community thing. So I don't know. I really would want it. Of course I want it, but I don't know. I don't think it'd happen. It'd need fixing up though, because the gameplay definitely needs some overhaul, I do think. Wild Trapper, congrats on 300k MPG, thank you! With Bloat's recent changes in volume, yes indeed, we actually posted the full song again yesterday, didn't we? What monsters do you think would benefit from a volume increase? Oh. Bit controversial again. We've got lots of controversial opinions inside of this stream for My Singing Monsters, but we all have opinions, certainly, and for Bloat, I've got to say I don't think I actually like the volume increase. I think it was better before. I think we all have opinions on different volumes and who could be louder, who could be quieter, but... Oh, thank you, Adam, for the super chat. But overall, I just think when they originally make the song, that's what it's supposed to originally be like. For Gajube and Your Trade, it was a different situation. They're being parted over and they could actually benefit from that volume increase, I think. Blow, I don't know. It just didn't feel that necessary to me, and I think all of the monsters are all okay sounding right now. No one really needs a volume increase, but if I had to say one, it's got to be Gloptic. Gloptic has to have that volume increase, I do think. Adam sent a super sticker too, I didn't notice that. Nathan, my most wanted volume change is having dipsters to be turned down 99.5%. Nathan, yes, that is what we need right there. If I did have the chance to change volumes too, though, I would change the volume of Wublin Island monsters. Wublin Island is way too loud for its own good. And the monsters after, I think it was Blipsqueak, yeah, it was after Blipsqueak, weren't planned for release until after when the song had been finished. So for those monsters, I think we could benefit from a bit of a volume adjustment. It's not actually been officially confirmed that those monsters were supposed to be the ones, but if you have a look at the OST, you can see for the soundtrack, which has fully complete islands, and they didn't include Stonehenge because it wasn't finished yet. Yet they include Wublin Island with Blipsqueak, who wasn't out yet when it originally released. Yeah, you do know that those monsters weren't planned, and it was obvious because they took hiatus from it as well. It was just because of Wublin Island's popularity, but for the monsters that did come after Blipsqueak, I think changing up the volumes a bit for monsters on here now could benefit. It's a bit too... Okay. I don't know. If I could make a custom element, what would it be? We've been over the Colossals, but certainly another one that I would really like. Oh, we've got the magical class. If it was my own world, I would have another magical element, and I'd have another magical island because I like all of the magical islands, and honestly, I miss them so much every single day when I'm playing the game. I just think, oh my god, magical islands, they're the best. I love them so much, so I really would like another magical element, even though it won't ever happen, so there you go. What do you think will happen in Dawn of Fire when the new Quints come on Amber Island? And what do you hope the Quints to be like? Sound, design, so forth. For the designs behind them, I'm really hoping they can live up to Candelabra, Dromedary, and make them even more cool. We've not had a Quint in quite a while. There's been lots of changes at Big Blue Bubble, I'm sure, in the meantime. So just maintaining what Quints have been so far, I think, is what I personally want. When they do come to Amber Island, they'll definitely be coming to Dawn of Fire at the same time. There's no opposition to that now. That's happening. Amber Island is a part of Dawn of Fire now, and Amber Island will be the reason why we get them in Dawn of Fire too. They said specifically that when Pong Ping released, that was quite a big thing. They'd been hyping up. They'd not done any prismatics up to that point. They stopped doing them now because they're working on those too. Oh, what would you ever want Big Blue Bubble to add a new Ethereal Island with completely new Ethereal monsters? Nathan asks. No, I actually don't think I would. I would much rather have a brand new class for the Magical Islands. It's similar to the Ethereals, but different. We've had the Ethereals. Bring us something new. We're always looking to expand in the Mighty Monsters universe, and I think it would be really cool. But maybe it's because I've not seen it in concept, but I think I would prefer something else. The Magical Islands are all new, so why not bring new? Congrats, MPG. Oh, we're back at his first question now. Oh, we've been through all his questions, guys. Get that. I actually wasn't expecting to get through them all. I'm actually really surprised by that. I wonder how long the stream has been going on, guys. Let's take a look. Whoa, we've been going an hour now. That's crazy. Okay, then I'm gonna read the chat a little bit, and we'll see what's going on there. Read the chat a little bit, and then I have a special thing to check out and react to. I've seen everyone commenting about it, so I'm gonna do it. But we'll see. Snoicher, what is everyone on about? Can you please check the community tab? It's something I made, boo. Yes, of course. Let's check it out. That, and then we will check out the thing that we were going to check out. Where are we now? I don't know where my tab's gone, guys. I've lost it. Oh no. Is it here? Look at that face. Right. Let's have a look then. Congrats on 300,000. Oh! Oh, I really like that. Pixel art is my favourite art style. Thank you so much, Raskbe. I don't know how to say it. Raskbe, that's it. Oh, thank you. Oh, a bit of fan art for 100,000 right there, guys. I love that. Thank you. Now, what we're going to be checking out now is something which I don't know how I'm going to react to. But everyone's been asking me to react to it, so we're going to try and react to it right now. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. Let's see. So, I don't even know how this is going to go, but here we go. So, someone has made an MPG Island right here. So, let's take a look, see what it's all about, and maybe it'll be cool. I don't know. I've never checked this out before, so I don't know what to expect here, but everyone's saying to check it out, so here we go. Hey, what is this right now? Present day? Why is Goday's face on Tweedle? What is going on right now? What? Is this supposed to be a meme or something? It looks like one of those terminal montage animations. Where's Pikachu? What the? I love this guy. I love this guy. Why is all of these face on a dog? The ending though! Wait, okay, we'll need to check this out further and investigate.
Too many sites are littered with issues.
I don't want to be copyright striked. Oh, YouTube, why do you have to show me ads right now? Let's have a look then. I wonder how the chat is reacting to this. video. What? Where is this from? I don't even know where this sound is from. Is it from my reaction to Woolabee coming? Wooladog. Okay, we're here for the memes right now. Pikachu Tweedle. Wait. I'm just questioning everything right now. I don't even know. Rare Wublins. Okay, this is an actual meme, but when I got this wrong. Okay, MPG's fans. Wait. What am I watching? Oh, Law Journals guy.
Huzzah!
Why did it have to be
Ringa tinga, ringa do do. Ringa tinga, ringa do.
Ratatata. I think a yatta yatta would have been a bit more... It would have been a bit more accurate, maybe. I don't know.
It's grumping time.
It's grumping time, yeah. Well, that meme, we had to get in there.
Grumping time.
That.
Grumping time.
Chirap-de-ra.
Grumping time.
You guys are crazy wanting me to do this. Since Soda Mayo seasonal. I don't know. They're just throwing everything my channel is all together for a video. The beat pop! You heard it here first. Oh my god. MPG Island, guys. There you go. I've reacted to it. You can't say I've not reacted to it now, but that is beyond me. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say right now, but it happened and it was a thing. So there we go. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this stream. I want to say thank you guys so much for everything. I have a behind the scenes video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys now before we end, where it's going to show behind the scenes what happens in making videos and stuff. Maybe if you guys are interested in the process, you'll be interested in that. So yeah, I'm going to put that on now. And just again, thank you so much, guys, for everything. I love you guys so much, and thank you for 300,000. Thank you for everything that you give me. Thank you for all of the joy. Thank you for being amazing. That was definitely an experience and something that happened. We don't talk about it, Nathan. We've moved on now. We've moved on. We've moved on. I don't know. The grumping time I wasn't expecting. I'll give them that. And the beat pop reference was funny because me naming verses honestly is something that we probably all need, but it's a meme. And I get that. So there you go. Right then, guys, I'm going to put the video on now. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys again, though, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for 300,000 subscribers today. I'm sure it's been a blast celebrating it with you all today inside of this live stream. But now, to conclude the live stream, we're going to be going over a bit of a behind-the-scenes perspective here to go into what exactly goes into making a video. And we're actually going to go behind the scenes on what happens when a new monster actually releases. So as soon as a brand new monster releases, I am fully prepared for this moment right now. So it begins with me straight away going into my editing setup here. Let's go to our most recent SummerSong videos. Now I edit every single video inside of my channel. So everything that you guys see, from the text, from the images, everything I put together. I love editing videos that much and making them as as well. So honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, but it is quite a bit of a handful, especially when new monsters do come out. So maybe if you see me go away for a little bit after one comes out, that's probably why. I have an absolute blast, and it's the best thing in the world, and it brings me the most joy out of anything. So I honestly can't tell you guys enough how much it means to me being able to do this. When a new monster does release, it also includes me updating my website, which I actually do through my Stream Deck down here, which I use. And then we have my microphone too, that I use. Oh, and I'm using now. Sorry for the technical difficulties there, guys. And then we have my MacBook, which I use too, and my display, which is actually brand new. Now, it took me quite a while to buy this because it's quite expensive, so I had to consider it quite a bit whether it was worth it or not, but I've got it now and I can say it's definitely worth it. Before I do go though, I want to say, before we go, thank you so much again. I've probably said it too many times inside of the live stream, but it needs to be said again, because I'm here because of y'all, and you guys are all amazing, and the amount of experiences that I've been able to have with my singing monsters over the years has been truly spectacular. So even though I say it every time we reach a milestone, it needs to be said again. And I actually do feel a bit bad because we've been growing that much recently. When we hit 300,000, I was in the middle of the storm of SummerSong when it had just come out. So unfortunately, I've only just been able to get to this live stream today, but let me tell you guys, you are all so special to me. Keep being amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of the joy that you bring me. You guys are just amazing.